Yo, what's up guys? Before I get into this video, make sure you guys go watch my last video. I put a bunch of Bulls information in that video. You guys should definitely not miss out on that. So definitely check out that video before or after this video. But yeah, like the title says, the Chicago Bulls have a huge problem. Earlier today, I was watching the Chicago Bulls and Raptors game, and honestly, I was really proud of the Chicago Bulls for the first half. And I've said that all season long, that's the Chicago Bulls' main problem. I don't know what it is about these Chicago Bulls, what Jim Boylan talks to them or tells them at halftime, but every time after halftime, the Bulls they come out empty. Like in the third quarter, we got outscored 35-22, and then in the fourth, we got outscored 34-17. In the first half, I really thought the Chicago Bulls were going to beat the Raptors. We were playing great basketball, everyone was passing the ball, everyone was cutting. It was just great basketball, and then the second half started and we come out empty, like I said. And I don't know what it is about, us always coming out empty in the second half, but we're 10 games pretty much past the halfway mark, and the Chicago Bulls still have that same problem. We just come out empty every half. If we just played how we played in the first half, the Chicago Bulls could be the 7th or 8th seed, honestly. We have a very talented squad. It's just something with coaching. I don't know what Jim Boylan tells them at halftime, but Jim Boylan's just a dumbass, let me say that. If we had a good coach, he would have fixed the problem by now. Because like I said, we have a talented squad. We have good young players, a few veterans, solid three-point shooters. The Chicago Bulls are really young. They should be in the playoffs, Luckily, the East is really bad, and we still have a chance, which is sad to say because we are 14 games under 500. But hey, playoffs are playoffs, I guess. But yeah, another big problem with the Chicago Bulls is their injury problem. I've been a Bulls fan since pretty much 2010, 2011. And ever since that season, I don't think the Chicago Bulls have ever been completely healthy. And I understand, injuries are part of the game. Like maybe a few small injuries I'd understand. But the Bulls have always had big injuries. The Derrick Rose injuries were terrible. Wendell Carter Jr. is hurt this year. He was hurt last year for most of the time. The Otto Porter Jr. injury has been a complete mess this year. I don't know what it is with the Bulls, like training staff or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. They're not good. Lauri Markkanen's been hurt this season, last season. The Chicago Bulls just always have injury problems, and it's honestly sad. The Bulls have injury problems, coaching problems, front office problems. The Bulls just need a clean house. I saw this article on Twitter that said nobody in the NBA respects the Chicago Bulls. And it's honestly true and sad. The Bulls need a clean house. It's time. The Chicago Bulls have had the same front office for I think 10 to 15 years. And most front offices, even if they're doing well, don't make it past 10 years. And honestly, I don't believe our front office has been even average. They've drafted okay, but we haven't even came close to winning a championship in the past 10 years, I'd say. I honestly believe we could have if Derrick stayed healthy, but that's still a big what if. So the Chicago Bulls have played 51 games so far this season, and the only 3 players that have played all 51 games is Satoransky, LaVine, and Coby White. Lauri Markkanen has only played 46, and he's still going to be out for a while. Wendell Carter Jr. has only played 37, he's going to be out for a while. Otto Porter Jr. has only played 9. Our starting small forward has only played 9 games this year. His whole injury was a complete mess. There was many rumors saying he could only be out a few weeks. Then it was a month, and now it's months, and who knows, I saw some rumors that said he could just sit out this whole year. But then I see some rumors saying he should be back after the All-Star break. So who knows? Like I said, the Chicago Bulls training staff is just a complete mess and a joke. The Bulls need a clean house. And back to talking about the Bulls vs. Raptors game, like I said, it was a good game for the first half, and then the game got out of control. The Bulls came out empty. And I'd say with a minute left in the game, the Chicago Bulls were down 25-30 points. And Jim Boylan called a timeout. And I don't know why he did this. I mean, he's just a dumbass, like I said. You don't call a timeout down 25 with a minute left on the road. Who cares, And I wasn't shocked when he did that. I mean, this isn't the first time he's done this. He always calls dumb, petty timeouts with a minute or 30 seconds left when we're completely out of the game. So who knows why? But there's this video of Zach LaVine that kind of popped off on Twitter. He didn't even understand why. He said why, you know, this whole season you could just tell Zach LaVine and Jim Boylan don't have the best relationship. I honestly believe most of the players really don't like Boylan and trust him. But I'm going to throw up this quick video of him just being pissed off that Jim Boylan called a timeout with like a minute left.
Same time, you know, you still got to put that uniform on. You still got to come out and perform, and you play with a chip with you on your shoulder.
And I also have this video of him talking about it, so I'm going to throw that up as well.
Pointed after losses, but this one it seemed like you were looked particularly frustrated when you're sitting there on the bench as the game was taking off. Was there something behind that?
I was just upset, man. You know, it gets frustrating when, you know, you lose games. You know, I've been going through it the last 3 years here, and it just gets frustrating. You know, just like anybody else in our position. You know, we're human. You have human, you know, reactions and feelings. So you know, I get frustrated eventually.
And I also have this video of Jim Boylan getting really offended when the Bulls news reporter asked him about it. So I'm gonna throw that up as well.
Sir. Just one more about that timeout. It's an unconventional timeout, but you don't mind that it goes against the grain. And
how does it go against the grain?
Well, just in the terms of you don't see a lot of timeouts being called with a minute left, down 25.
Not every team's in that situation.
No, I'm going to finish the question. The question is this: so is it an example of you needing to develop your team and not worrying about how it bothers other teams?
Yeah, I think so. I got to worry about us and what we're going to do and who we have. That's all I think about, Casey. I think you know me well enough to know that.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
But yeah, it's honestly sad. I saw that he called the timeout with a minute left to run a play for the Bulls like two-way guard Adam Moko. And that's honestly just sad. Like, we're down 25 on the road. Who cares about one play? And he said he called that play to try and grow and develop him. And it's just stupid, man. I don't even know. I don't know what to say anymore. Jim Boylan is a complete clown. He should not be an NBA coach. But yeah, the Bulls, I'm pretty sure, don't play till Thursday, so I'm going to be having videos pretty much every day this week. So watch all those. Stay tuned for those. Thank you guys for all the support. And now I'm going to get into the second topic in today's video. And recently, I saw a lot of news and rumors about the Boston Celtics trading Marcus Smart. And I've been seeing that the Chicago Bulls are interested. And I'm just going to give my honest opinion right now. I don't know why. Like, Marcus Smart is an okay player. You know, he's a pretty good defender. And he reminds me a lot of Kris Dunn. So I really don't get the point of us trading for him. But there's a few trade packages that I'm just going to go over real quick. I found this article on Pimpin' Ain't Easy. And the first trade offer is just a straight up swap. Marcus Smart for Thaddeus Young. Honestly, I get this trade kinda. I know Marcus Smart hasn't really played the best for the Celtics. And the Bulls, of course, need some help with Kris Dunn out. But at the same time, I just don't see this trade happening. I feel like the Boston Celtics really don't need Thaddeus Young. They have so many talented, long, small forwards that could play, you know, the 3 and 4 position. But yeah, that's definitely an interesting trade. But yeah, there's some other trades about like us trading Daniel Gafford to the Celtics. But I'm not even going to get into that because it's honestly just made up. There's no way the Bulls trade our second round draft pick. And also talking about him, who knows what happened to him in the Raptors game. You know, he came out, he got hurt, and then he just disappeared. You know, I thought they were just resting him for the game because he was limping. I was like, okay, that's fine. And then Jim Boylan puts him in garbage minutes with like 4 minutes left with us down 30. And you could tell he just didn't feel right out there. He was limping around. So I don't know what is going on in Jim Boylan's head, but he's just a complete dumbass. I honestly hope the Chicago Bulls fire him. Our players deserve better, especially Zach LaVine. He needs some help, man. It's getting ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, there's no way the Bulls ever fire Boylan. If they do, I'd honestly be really shocked because the Chicago Bulls are still paying Fred Hoiberg money, and if we fire Boylan and hire a new coach, we'd be paying 3 head coaches, and everyone knows the Chicago Bulls owner is cheap as hell. There's no way that's going to happen. This season has just been, honestly, a complete mess. But like I said, we still have a chance to be the 8th seed in the playoffs. So hey, at least we have a chance. Who knows? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll probably have another video out tomorrow about the trade deadlines. So stay tuned for that as well. Thank you guys for watching this video and always supporting my channel. Have a good one.